Hello, angels. I am Miss Quiet Queen, and you're now tuned in to the new and improved Wells of Quiet Light. Welcome back to the new and improved channel. I appreciate you for joining. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, or just take a moment and see if you want to subscribe, or give us a thumbs up. Help us get in the algorithm. So I have changed this channel just a little bit, and I wanted to jump right into the topic at hand, which is um, predictions. Really don't like to call it predictions. And I was talking, communicating with spirit, trying to figure out why or understand why am I always being asked to mention things that could possibly happen in the future. I was trying to understand why this makes me so uncomfortable. I think that one of the reasons is people, if you don't give people a time and a date when something is going to happen, they don't want to hear it. And then when you give them a date or even a roundabout date of when this may happen, and it comes around and they don't think it happened, or they don't see what you saw or said you would see, um, you you get ridiculed a lot, and it can mess up your reputation. But I know for sure that I am receiving downloads and uploads about everything, a lot of different things, and I know it's true. I know it's real. I believe it's real. It feels organic to me, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. This is going to be a small mukbang. I have an orange. Now, one of the things I want to jump right into is the diaspora wars. Y'all don't fall for it. Do not fall for the diaspora wars. Don't fall for any of these type of wars, the deportation and different things that's going on. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you the biggest war right now is the war over humanity. I was watching a video and I saw this woman from Atlanta said that she was hearing a loud noise near her home, and I was listening, and she said it's not fireworks. It don't sound like fireworks. To me, it did sound like fireworks, but she was closer to it. But then there was a couple of sounds that was really loud, and I could tell that was not fireworks. The thing is, y'all, we are at war. That's what this is. We are. Who's at war? Humanity. And many of us don't even know we're at war. Who are we at war with? The elite, the 13 families, Bilderberg Group, or whatever that name is, the Pope, the Vatican, all of the elite that has been running this world, or this, yeah, the world governments for centuries. We're at war with them because they work for the dark side, and they're trying to hold on to their power. They're losing grip. So that's why they want a lot of racial divides. They want us picking at each other, and because they feed off of that. They feed off of that anger and the hostility and the hate. That's how they stay in control. But they can't stay in control any longer because the spells that they cast on humanity and themselves to stay on top is breaking. Everything has an expiration date. Now, granted, their expiration date lasted for a really long time. I mean, it took a really long time to get here, but it's here. People are waking up. I don't care what they try to do, and trust me, they are trying and trying and trying to cast more spells over you and me, especially those of us who are chosen, and there's a chosen within the chosen. They're fighting hard. They don't want us to wake up because they don't want us to come into our power. And I say they, I mean those who have been running the world. Y'all know the groups I'm talking about. And there's many people from this specific group that's been running things that won't be here anymore. And that is the truth. I did not want to say it. I still don't want to say it. But Spirit is pushing and pushing and pushing me. You have to make this video. You have to tell people about this before a certain time. I don't know why. I just need to follow instructions. A lot of people will not be here in 5 years. They won't. They People say, well, in 50 years it's going to look so black. No, 50 years was 50 years ago. Because up in the sky right now, they're fighting the intergalactic, the IGA, the IGF, the Intergalactic Federation, and there are others that are just as potent. Some of them are on higher levels of the Intergalactic Federation. What they're doing is they're fighting, and they don't see, they're trying to liberate planet Earth. This was a prison planet because the elite made it a prison planet. And what the IGF and others are doing is trying to liberate it, and they are liberating it. And when that happens, they are opening the door. One of the reasons why our world governments don't want to be liberated, for one, because they don't want to lose control over us, and for two, because they don't want other aliens coming here. Because we have family from other planets, and this planet, this area, was a part of something else, but it was hijacked. It was colonized. The whole planet was colonized, and those that colonize it, they know who they are. They are an evil group within a group. Everybody from this group don't think the same way, don't feel the same way they do. They try to be allies, but they get punched down on because they don't comply. And in this group, you gotta comply. Comply with who? With the evil elite, that 1% that's selfish, that don't want to move off their throne. But it wasn't their throne in the first place, because everything they had, they stole it. And I am told, I am asked by Spirit to say that those, you know what, understand and know what group and community you're from, and then understand the message that is for each group. You're not going to be happy in 5 years. You can be if you just conform, get with the program, and understand people, we have fatigue also. Everybody has fatigue. It is not fair and it's not okay for the same groups to colonize, rape, steal, and reap the benefits of what your ancestors did. You say get over it. No. How can we get over it? We never been past it. We never got through it. How can we get over it? I believe that the whole entire world needs reparations. So people say, no, you don't need reparations. The whole world needs reparations, but we need it first. In 5 years or less, there's going to be there's going to be it will be noticeable that the default race in our country um, has dwindled down a lot. And I'm also supposed to tell you that the census is a lie. The Census Bureau, it was created to perpetuate their narrative. They are allowing certain people to claim to be white so that they can say that it's a majority white people in America. But I'm going to tell you what I know and what Spirit has told me, and Spirit never lies to me. White people are the minority right now. Right now, they are. So that's one thing I need to get off my chest. Another thing that I'd like for everyone to understand is that what I'm picking up, what I did, try to do a reading on Donald Trump, POTUS Trump. And what I'm picking up is that he is working with aliens. POTUS Trump has met several aliens, different groups. He's met with Anunnaki. He's met with the Palladians. He's met with a lot of different ones. They are happy that he is in the position he's in. It's like the lesser of several evils, because he is not a politician. And the aliens found it very difficult and hard to work with politicians, whether they were Democrat, Republican, or liberal, or whatever the third party is. Um, they find it easier because he's not a politician; he's a businessman. And America is a business, whether you realize it or not. And that's another thing that I need to let y'all know. It's no longer a country. We don't even call it the United States of America anymore. They always say America or the U.S. It's it's nothing united about it when every single state has its own laws. Like each state is a country, you know. So they appreciate him because he's a businessman and he is running America like a business, like it is now. It is a business for now, but it's going to be changing. By that I mean he's working with them and they want him to. The people that he's getting off of the land, I mean, I hate the way it's going down. I hate the way it looks like that. But y'all, there are people coming to this planet that have every right to be at this planet at this time because it belongs to them. So we have to get rid of some of the people, and those of us that was already here from our bloodlines, we are going to finally get the reparations we deserve, the land that we deserve, and all of that. Let me get back with what I was talking about, the dominant people in society for now. That they're losing that fight real quick. But in on TikTok, there has been a movement that was created, but gingers are black type thing. You know, talking about the MCR1 gene and how the melanin in their hair and the freckles on their skin is the same melanin that black people have. And so, anyway, I don't want to get too much into that, but I do want to say the reason why this is important is because this group have denounced their own, the redhead community. They treated him so poorly. Kicker Ginger Day. Did you know that the white community hate themselves so bad? They found the ones in their community that they think is the lowest because they were the closest to black people. That's jealousy. Kick a ginger, and they're the first one to talk about black on black crime is running rampant. You don't give a damn about black on black crime because it doesn't affect you. So why do you keep bringing that up? We are tired of the same old excuses. It's time for most of them to go. Most of them, and then the reason why I brought up the red is because they have been treated so poorly. We are going to see that a lot of people are going to be eliminated or pushed out or pushed away, but this newfound friendship or solidarity between black people, the black community, and redhead gingers, particularly white people, um, that's we need to save them because you can't. I'm trying to find this the right way. This is why I didn't want to do this video, but Spirit is telling me I have to. You can't punish everybody in the same race because they're that race. You have to find the ones that are worth saving. It's going to be a little bit hard to do it with black people because it's just harder. But some of us got to go too. As many of our, because all skin folk ain't kin folk. And as many of our people that ain't going to make it either. And everybody is not making it for the same reasons. Different reasons. It may be some of the same. But the dominant race, which is right now white people, Caucasians, um, there's a group within their group, which is the redheads, that is worth saving. And it's others that are worth saving too. I'm not saying that they're not, but let's face it, y'all. Who colonized the planet? What group or race of people colonized the planet? I'll wait. Did anybody in Africa, did Kenya colonize France? Did Uganda colonize Germany? Nigeria. They must have colonized America. No, no. African people did not colonize anyone. They might have had their own issues within their tribes and neighboring states, but nothing like colonization. And colonization these days is illegal, but no one is going to prison for it. Oh, but they are now. Guess why? Because the IGF is on the scene. The Intergalactic Federation and others like that institution or government, department of government, they handle the world governments. You know how the United Nations are over the United Nations, but there's a government, a planetary government, and America is in big trouble. And POTUS Trump is just doing what he is asked to do. I know Obama said, I was just following instructions. If you're the president of the United States, what instructions are you following? I'm fun to find out that the president of the United States, no matter who they are, is just an employee. They don't have that much as much clout as you think they do. Y'all think that Donald Trump is making all these decisions by himself? He's not. He's working with someone that is in the planetary governments. He's working with that because they're trying to liberate our planet and get rid of the viruses. And some of these viruses are human. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about some other things that I have found out through meditation and spirit. Y'all, whew, just be have some patience. Keep yourself calm, cause ish is gonna happen, and then guess what's gonna burst on the scene? All of this technology that feels like magic. We are at least 1,000 years behind. I'm gonna say 500 years behind on as far as technology. You know, they always wanted to the aliens, so-called aliens that are still human-like, they're just from a different planet, wanted to come here, and they did come here to share technology. But our governments, they was like, "Oh, thanks for the information, but we're not sharing this with humanity. We're keeping this for ourselves." And what they refused to tell them, they stole items and then they reverse engineer. But now the time has come where we are about to experience technology like no other. Look at Chat GPT and all these other AI, fantastic AI assistants. It's so easy now to do certain things. It gets even easier because there is technology that looks like a black hole. You can move. It looks like slime, but it's technology. It's alive. And this technology comes from groups of people that the elite don't want you to know about or don't want you to know was responsible for because that um, dissipates their lies. That shines light on their lies. And they're all thieves because they steal the truth. A liar steals the truth. That's why they're a thief. So, this is why they want Donald Trump to do what he's doing. And now people are upset because black people are not stomping the grounds with them. Why are you only asking us? Black people are not immigrants. Since we're talking about race, nobody wants to talk about race, especially if it makes him think, if it's forcing him to think. Because if you really want to know the truth, everyone who is white is an immigrant. Yeah. Yes, 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 Europeans. Nobody says European American, you're just American. Okay, but where did you come from? The white people that are here in America, their parents and grandparents and great grandparents are from Germany, Italy, Japan, Belgium. They come from all over the place, but they get to be Americans. So Trump, if you're going to kick somebody out, what about the folks that's been here for years? The white people that's been here for years and used birthright citizenship. That shouldn't just be towards brown people, Mexicans, everybody. If that's the case, there shouldn't be nobody here but black people and not black immigrants. The black people whose bloodline has been in on this earth, on this country for about 300 to 500 years. Think on that. Food for thought for you. Another thing that I don't really want to always bring up because I don't know how people feel about it, and I'm going to stop caring, is you remember I talked to y'all about the BWA. I talked to you about the BWA. It exists, and they're real, and they're here. I talked to y'all about the hush mammals. They exist, they're real, and they are here. I want y'all to stay tuned to Miss Quiet Queen, my new channel. Have you seen the? You see, I'm changing things around. I'm getting things really nice for you guys. Stay tuned. It's going to get better and better. But the channel name, the new name, as you can see by the thumbnail and my banner, Whales of Quiet Light, because I feel that the hush mammals are a type of whale. Whales come from them, as far as I'm concerned. I really do feel in my heart that these beings exist. I feel like they have been channeling through me. So I'm changing my whole channel to fit that, and this going forward, you probably won't see me in front of the camera as much as I used to be. Um, so I'm just giving you this video, making this video just to give you a few little bit of announcements, but the information is about to pour in. One more thing I need to give you, information I need to give y'all, and we're going to have another part 2 on predictions, because I'm really just shying away from the predictions the spirit is trying to tell me to tell you guys. But anyway, one more thing. Go stock up on some food. Hit them free pantries. If you don't have any free, if you don't know what free pantries are, go to some local churches and ask, are there any pantries where you can go and get free food or whatever. Stock up now. Get those sternals, like people that use when they have catering events, and they have those little sternals that are wires, and they stick the aluminum pan on, and they can cook. Better get something like that. You can even make your own sternals. I know how to do it. I should do one. Us have a survival video and show everybody how to make one of those sternals. You gotta have some canned food. You just take the food out, of course, and we use the cans, and you can put alcohol and cotton swabs in there, and it will light. It could be like a stove. That's how you make a makeshift stove so you can feed your family. You can also make a little stove out of an iron. You're damn right. If you happen to still have electricity, plug that iron up, prop it up with some books or something, and put your pan on that iron and fry an egg for the kids. You do what you got to do when you have to survive. It's time. Save up some money. And my husband told me he said, I'm really getting scared. And when he says he's scared or nervous about something, I would pay attention, because that man he has nerves of steel. Nothing bothers him. But he said, I'm really getting nervous, because he heard about the farmers burning their land. And now there's hardly no food. The food being transported to the grocery stores is slowing down all over the country, all over North America. It's slowing down. Why are they burning their crops? Because there's nobody there to make it. So you're mad at everybody because your almost free labor left. So you're going to burn it up. And I heard them say nobody will eat. We're all starved. That is ignorant. You going to hell. Or you need to be. Really. So he said, "Oh, it's time. It's time to save up." So I'm telling you now, stock up. I even told him. I said, we we need to keep even all of the bottles. Your bottled water, your apple juice. When you finish, fill it up with water. I know we like to eat or drink spring water and alkaline water, but girl, in a pinch, tap water would do. Boil it if you have to. But right now, since water is still coming out of our faucet, no problem. Get all of these type of bottles you have. Take the paper off so you know that it's you're sure what the contents are. But Fill up all your little bottles. Even these. I'm about to fill up all of these. I'm going to take the paper off so I know it's not really spring water anymore. It's tap water. So just take it off, fill it up, and put it in the corner. Even your bleach bottles. Fill your bleach bottles up with tap water. No, you can't drink those, but you can wash your dishes. You can wash your clothes. Be safe. Be prepared. We'll talk to y'all real soon. Stay in the light.